Yo, what up, guys? I am here. Let me just, yo, here, something. Yo, what up, guys? Shout out in the chat. Time to stretch. What's up, guys? Let me know where you're coming in from the chat. Doing some recovery. Figure I'd do a stream while I do some rollout. What's up, guys? How are you? Jameson, what are you doing? I'm doing some foam rolling, man. I'm doing some foam rolling. That's what this is. It's a little foam roller. There we go. So I'm doing 6, 7. Hey, what's up? How are you? I am bulking and putting on size, so I'm doing some recovery before I go to bed. So the scapular region right here, I've torn a muscle in the past, so I have to make sure I take care of it. What's up? Hello. What is 6'7"? Am I 6'7"? No, I'm only 6'5". I'm 6'5", 6'4", 6'5", something right in there. With shoes, I think I'm taller. Talk to me, guys. Ooh. Good. What you guys up to? Hello. What are you guys up to? Anybody in the chat? This is Mind, Music, and Muscle. So this is just me kind of like doing my blog. But, you know, the things we talk about, we can talk about world religion, music theory, or health and wellness, because I am a professional trainer and nutrition guy. And I also like music theory. Sometimes I play piano and stuff, but not today. Not right now. Ah. Oh. Ah. Right there. Got to work on the internal and external rotation, guys. What are you guys up to? Oh. Oh, that's a good spot right there. Anyways. What are you guys up to? The pain. Are you enjoying watching me suffer? Oh, right there. Right where that scapular region is. There's like something inside of my shoulder blade. Oh, right there. Oh. Ah. Nah. Oh. 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 Right there. All right, guys. Guys, you're welcome to ask me any questions you want as I'm just rolling out my twisted spine. It's getting better though. Getting stronger again, putting on size again will be cool. I used to be about 80 pounds heavier, so it was frustrating losing 80 pounds. Right there. There it is. Right there. Yeah. I can feel it. I'm blind. What am I hearing? How do you type if you're blind? Do you have like a braille keyboard? You're hearing me rolling a foam roller. I had an injury where I hurt a part of my shoulder. Not my shoulder, but near the scapula. So I'm rolling it out to help rehab it. I'm basically doing physical therapy is what I'm doing right now for myself, because I've been trained under a physical therapist to do this. Right. Am I okay? Oh yeah, dude. It's just an injury. I'm getting older and I still train hard, so. What's up, guys? You okay? Carolee, best YouTuber 3. Hey, Carolee. Oh, yeah. So, guys, if you don't know, I am bulking right now. So what that means is I'm putting on weight and building muscle again. So part of my routine to do that is doing what I'm showing you now. I mean, look at some of my old videos and you'll see kind of like I've put on weight and lost weight. I've bulked and cut for many years of my life. So I'm going to do another bulk. What's philosophy? Philosophy, you can look up the definition, but philosophy at its whole is just understanding why you think or what you think. So maybe your philosophy on this is how you think about it. So it forces you to think about your stance in something. And that's kind of how it's used in practical use, right? My philosophy, for example, is when I tear my muscles down, I believe that I should help them recover by eating new good food. And if something is torn, help kind of fix it. That's why my little area over here, right? You gotta remember I am a certified professional trainer, guys, and nutritionist. You know what I'm saying? really young to be on YouTube. I set the guides for no kids on my channel, but it seems like young people always get in here. But all I'm doing is, what I'm doing is I'm just kind of stretching my scapula. For you guys who train and weight lift, I'm sure you've done some foam rolling before. If you haven't, yeah. What's everybody coming in from? So what I'm doing is I'm taking the roller and I'm rolling it over my front delt and my pectoral region. What this is doing is it's kind of loosening up the tissue where I train, and it helps me recover. So when I go on my bulk, I don't hurt myself. Am I gonna play the piano tonight? No, no piano. I will do that on my next stream. Do you like it when I play the piano? Cool. Kahuda. What's up? Kahal. I don't know what that means. I know one thing though. This is a really good exercise, or not. It's not really an exercise. I've got the foam roller right here, and I'm wedging it right here between my front delt and that little pectoral region right there. And what I'm doing is I'm putting my pressure on it, and I'm turning my body to where my entire body is pinpointing that. And there's a lot of pressure there, and it needs to be released. The releasing of that is going to help my scapula. Why is your school crazy? Tell me why. Tell me why your school is crazy. I'll be your buddy. Why is your school crazy? You tell me. Entertain me as I stretch. How so? In Kahuda, if you speak in English, I'll talk to you too. So why is your school crazy? Fighting? What are people fighting about? What are people fighting about? Yeah, sometimes people fight. Why are they fighting, Carly? Careless? What are they fighting about? Yeah. It's best to not fight if you don't have to. No one wins in a fight. It's just ego. I mean, I'm a veteran and I fought as a veteran, but you know, in school, avoid fighting. Trust me, but stand up for yourself too. You know, you got to stand up for yourself. Talk to your parents, ask them what you should do. Hopefully they teach you to at least stand up for yourself, but also don't try to start a fight. So if you put your arm straight like this and you kind of torque it, what you can do is you can kind of pull on your scapula and it helps realign like your subscapular region. Italian? Am I Italian? Not that I think so. I don't think so. I have Italians in my family, but they're not my blood relatives. I'm Anglo-Saxon and Viking. I'm Viking, Anglo-Saxon, Scandinavian. type of heritage to my knowing. I like the mountains and I like the cold. Yeah. Oh, pop. Oh, good pop. Good release into the sacroiliac joint. Did you hear that pop on? Did anybody hear that pop? Anybody hear that pop on camera? That was a good one. I went a pop. Yeah, I did. I told him 3 chances and he didn't stop. Look, if somebody comes to my chat, he started saying really, I was having good conversations with people and he was being really mean to the people in the chat, so I banned him. I tell you, I didn't just ban him, I reported him to YouTube for sexual harassment. Yeah. Here's the thing, guys. I'm here to talk and chat and do my blog, you know. So if somebody comes in and starts doing weird, yeah. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I just don't stand for that, man. I'm not here to like I tell you guys, if someone's mean and belligerent and speaking mean to people in the chat, I'm going to ban them. I don't care. I don't care about the algorithm. That's just not what I like. You guys, you got to have principles and morals in something that you do. If you don't have ethics and morals, then what do you stand for? You say you love me, bro? Hey, I love you too, bro. I'm Uncle Chris, man. Just give me a thumbs up if you're in the chat, if you're enjoying it. Just doing some stretching, doing some recovery. Just so you guys know, I'm the lead trainer at Mind, Music, and Muscle, this channel, and also I'm a personal trainer at a big commercial gym. So, let me know if you're enjoying the content. Ooh, this is a good one too, you may not know it. I have herniated discs in my spine. So this looks like a very silly movement, but I promise you, I have herniated discs in my lower back. And when I went to physical therapy and I trained with the physical therapist, I learned this. So what you do is you lean forward and you think of your spine as a jump rope and you want to make it inch and go in circular motions like out, in. In that motion, and also rolling forward, spine flexed, down, up. These movements just body weight. And as you do it, you kind of squeeze this. So you also can kind of roll your forearms. It's a really good one. Anyways. We're going on a bulk, so I'm going to be putting on muscle again. So over the next 6 months, I'm going to try to put on some good size. So, you know, keeping it natural, obviously. But, yeah, this is Mind, Music, Muscle. Also, putting your arms here and then trying to spread them apart. Down and try to pull apart. In, up, down. Now, if you've never done this before, you will probably, look, if you've never done that movement before, you're gonna feel all sorts of cricks and cracks in your back, okay? That's normal. Do the movement the best that you can, right? Just do the movement the best you can. My goal of 1.5 million. I don't, what goal are you talking about? Oh. All right, here's a good one. Okay, try it. Answer. Oh, thank you. Me too. Oh, that'd be awesome, dude. There's something to talk about in the chat. The most boring superpower. Oh. What's the most boring superpower? Oh, I'd love to get that many. I mean, I've been doing this for almost a decade, and I just started streaming, and I got a little bit of videos, a couple videos that did okay. But guys, I'm gonna be real. By the end of next year, if I don't have enough viewerships on this, I'm probably gonna quit YouTube. So I'm gonna give it to the end of next year. I've made over 2,000 videos. I'm not the best editor, so it's just like, if it's either gonna happen, it's gonna happen. If it's not, it's not. I might still do my blogs, but hopefully the streams will do something. I just want to get monetized and go from there. I'm halfway monetized. If I can't get monetized by the end of next year, I'm done. So this might look silly to some of you, but if you ever have had any back issues or herniated disc like I have, you can take a yoga ball like this. And what you do is you just kind of rotate. Now, because of the angle of your spine, right, you can go up, down, and you can roll the ball like this. You can lean on it. You see all of this? The idea when you do this is to just maneuver your spine. And if you have a herniated disc, you can lean on the ball. By leaning on the ball, what it does is it alleviates the pressure, right? So even just doing this and just rolling and just twisting, if you have a cracked sacroiliac joint or anything like that, this is money in the bank for that. Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good one. Oh, you say I'm so cool? I don't know about that. Well, tell all your friends. Hey, do me a favor. Tell all your friends to come into my YouTube channel if you think I'm so cool. And do that. Yeah, well, yeah, if you like me, do that. For sure. I have my days. Well, I don't know. I don't think CIB was mean. I just think he was a young kid having fun and playing jokes. And sometimes jokes are funny and sometimes jokes are not funny. So I think there's a time and place. If I want to hear jokes like his, I'll go to a comedy show. But he was just making really nasty, mean, dirty, ugly remarks, and I don't want the people coming into my channel exposed to that. I think that's fair. You know, I think so. Maybe I'm silly, but I think so. You know? Another one here. Whatever side of your body is hurt, work on holding this position. I mean, you know, it's pretty simple. You know, it's not like I didn't give him a bunch of warnings. And he could have made another fake profile and be in my channel with another name. How would I know that? a good movement. See, I worked and volunteered with a physical therapist, and I've been studying the human body. It's not what exercises need to be done. Like when you're doing physical therapy like I am for herniated discs. Ah, well, there you go. Oh. Well, there you go. Whatever you say. Ah. Definitely feeling better after a good rollout. Guys, if you lift weights regularly, like I did for most of my life, I was an athlete. I played basketball, baseball, football. I was in the military, so all we do is do physical stuff all day. So, well, there you go. Yeah. Don't say I didn't warn him. I gave him 3 tries, brother. I gave him a lot of warnings. If I give someone a warning and I don't follow through, then I look weak. I can't remember. I can't remember. I literally have given it 0 thought, friend. As in, I have given it 0 thought. Like, that's how much it affects my life. It is what it is. Can I teach you how to play piano? Absolutely. But I'm not going to do it for free. You need to get 3 people to subscribe to my YouTube channel and go and subscribe to my videos, and then I'll do an entire lesson with you. No, I'm just joking. But if you get a bunch of your friends to come to my channel, do that. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll teach you music theory for sure. You know what I mean? But yeah, because I understand the younger age group, the more of y'all young guys that know about me, the better chance you will call Ray. Who's Ray? Who's Ray? I don't know who Ray is. But oh, cool. Well, that's what I mean. If you guys want to come in and talk about some things, that's what I'm saying, man. Just get as many people you can into the chat from time to time. But, make sure it's also people who want to talk about some stuff. You guys are willing to ask any questions you want in here. Just keep it reasonable. Because I want you guys to kind of think of me like a big brother mentor. Like, hey, I want advice, or like, you know what I mean? Really, you think being invisible? Man, if you're invisible, you could get away with a lot of stuff, man. Hmm. How about the superpower of being normal? If your superpower is to be normal, that's the most boring. I think being normal would be the most boring superpower. But invisible? Well, that's the point. If no one can see what you're doing, you got 1 sub? Awesome. Thanks. Well, I would say, but if you're invisible, you can get away with a lot of stuff and no one gets to see you. So you can kind of like, the older you get, the more you realize sometimes you don't want to be seen. Sometimes you want to be seen. So I think being invisible would be cool, but I could see that it would be boring. What's more boring than invisible? Let's think. How about the ability to hold your breath forever? The ability to hold your breath forever. That would be a superpower if you could hold your breath forever and like swim underwater, maybe. That would be kind of a boring power. What do we got? Donald Duck. Okay, Donald.
Okay. Donald Duck. Donald Duck takes a superpower, turning this planet into another galaxy is another story.
No shit. You know I realize he's not the real CIB, right? I saw his YouTube profile. It makes no sense. Anybody can take a picture, screenshot, and put it on a YouTube channel. Anybody can do that. But when you look at my channel, I got close to 2,000 videos over 10 years of content. May not be the best content, but at least it's consistent. A lot of people respect consistency. Even if I'm not the best videos, I just let them roll. The more people that watch, the better. But yeah. You do realize I didn't think he was the real CIB, right? Let me ask you. Oh boy, yes. Now these are the questions I like. Let's go. Donald Duck. Donald Duck, how old are you? So I know I want to answer this depending on your age group, right? Depending on your age, I'll answer this different ways because I don't want to give you an existential crisis. Okay, cool. Sweet. Well, the other person in the chat is like a young kid, so just be wary of that. So keep it respectful, please. Okay? Is that fair? Do I believe doesn't you tell me, man? Okay, are you familiar with Brian Cox? Are you familiar with Brian Cox, Neil deGrasse Tyson? Yeah, for sure. We try to, look, we might talk about some crazy stuff and we may cuss from time to time, have some fun, but at the end of the day, I want anyone to feel comfortable in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to build a little community. Trying to build some community, man. And I'm probably gonna fart here soon, so you're probably gonna hear it. Ah, there we go. Anyways, okay. If I take a cup and I go to the ocean, okay? If I take a cup and I go to the ocean and I scoop a glass of water out of the ocean and I look at it and say, ha, there's nothing in here. Obviously there's bacteria, but there's no living anything. But look how much of the ocean it is. We have only explored in the universe, according to my research. Now, I look at Neil deGrasse Tyson, astrophysicist. I listen to Brian Cox. I read lots of good books. All the scientists, according to my research, say we have only looked at about less than 1% of the universe that we can see. So how can we determine there's life? I don't know. Well, here's the thing. I was in the Navy for a few years, right? So the best I can say on that comment is it's very possible. But just because Area 51 exists doesn't mean there's aliens, right? Area 51 realistically, if you look at the elements in the ground and the metal, it's there strategically because it's secure, okay? Now, I'm not saying that means it is. I'm not saying that means it isn't. But I like the example of when we're on Earth, we have satellites. So think about this. We have satellites, Donald, right? On those satellites, okay, we've sent wavelengths to try to find extraterrestrial life. we've only sent wavelengths to like 1% of the universe. So all this area has not been tested. So I think it's very likely that there's intelligent life in the universe. But I also think what Neil deGrasse Tyson said is true. I don't think they would find our lives very interesting because I think human beings are not nearly as smart as we think we are. We're pretty intelligent compared to things on the earth. But any alien civilization that could identify us as living creatures would probably be so advanced we wouldn't want to meet them. Not too much longer. Why? I'm probably going to be streaming for like 5 more minutes and I'm going to bed. I need sleep. Sleep is important. Shoulder circles. So you are CIV. That's how you open up your scapula. You cuff your hand, you put this on the ground, you angle it, and then you torque. That opens up your subscapula. Turn in. So for this one, foot out, rotate in, rotate out. That helps open up the hip socket in the other leg. These hip movements are very important, guys. I'm telling you, I'm a strength and conditioning coach. I'm telling you, these are the missing elements, man, to your training. I'm telling you. All right, well, you guys stay good. See if a few people came in. We'll see you next time. Peace.